It's the toenails. And, oh my god. The fingernails. Now we got the toenails. Ah! Oh no. 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 No, it's not just her fingernails, it's her toenails. You have no business being this racist when your toenails are that ugly. No. No. Oh. Damn, son. NANI? Dynamite. It's fine. We don't care. We're gonna do what we want on here, okay? I don't need your approval. No, I'm just playing. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. We're gonna visit. All right. Full disclosure. We're gonna visit. I like to think we're gonna visit this situation, and we're gonna get something major out of this. We are going to go visit a friend called. We've already done a video about this lady, and if you don't remember, here's a snapshot of what it was. It's the fingernails. It's the dirty fingernail Karen. She was so concerned about not putting on a mask and not doing this. It's the dirty fingernail Karen that we're talking about. She made a video and she's trying to go viral, but she made another video about harassing an employee. And we're going to just look at this video from beginning to end and just get a better understanding. It's a minute long, but we'll have another one to follow up. Let's look at this video. Immediately notice she's recording from the get-go, implying she's looking to visualize a reaction. She's doing this for clout. The fact that COVID managed to take 1 million people from us and fuck faces like this skirted death over and over again, I promise you, when I get to the gates of hell, me and the devil are going to go hand for hand. Me and his reaper, we're going to go hand for hand. Because there's so many people that should have been taken from this world. So many people. Like, I know Betty White has avoided you for so long, but you mean to tell me your busyness chasing her has cost you to lose people like this? Get your priorities in order.
I don't wear a mask.
I'm sorry, we're not serving people without masks.
You're not serving people, that's discrimination. You want to discriminate?
It's just the policy.
Well, is it a law? Should we call the sheriff and ask him to explain the law?
My manager told me that.
Well, then let's call law enforcement, because this is a problem. This is not a law, and I am under no obligation to wear a mask.
I'm sorry, it's just what my manager told us.
So in Nazi Germany, when your manager told you to like shove people in the ovens, you would do that, I guess?
She's so fucking rehearsed. So fucking Look at the fucking leap in logic there. Hey, we are a private company, and you know, this 15-year-old, 14-year-old kid who's just trying to do a summer job to pay for whatever makeup and swimsuit she wants to wear to whatever stupid party that she believes some guy that she likes is actually paying attention to her, but she's paying attention to fucking Karen and ignoring her because she was a little bit more developed early on, so she basically peaked in high school, and that guy's going to be fixated. And this girl, this poor girl working behind the counter trying to impress this douchebag is now being confronted with the peakness of that girl from high school. What happens when you peak and you don't get anybody to like you, so you have to do dumb shit like this? The circle of life continues here. But educate your employees on the rules and regulation law. This is a private establishment. I am not discriminating against you if everyone has to do the same thing you're doing. I'm not serving you because you don't have a mask on. Everybody and anybody can put on a mask unless you have a medical thing that says you can't. And she never presents that. Notice how she goes straight to call the sheriff. If you can't wear a mask, at least present your bogus card that says you don't have to. But that's not the intent. And also, forging medical papers is against the law. It's crazy how that happens. It's crazy how she goes up to the line but never crosses it.
I'm asking a real question. You have ovens, don't you?
Like, she's so shocked. She's so shocked.
I guess? I'm asking a real question. Ask.
I'm sorry, it's just what my manager told us.
So in Nazi Germany, when your manager told you to like shove people in the ovens, you would do that, I guess? I'm asking a real question. You have ovens, don't you? Yeah. Okay, well, I will stand here until the law enforcement comes. Because I'd like to make a citizen's arrest of you. This is discrimination. I'm gonna stand here.
She was so, like...
Because I'd like to make...
She was so shocked. Like, this is a 44-year-old woman. She sounds like a little kid because, like, she's mentally stunted and has no nuance. But she literally was shocked. She shocked her. She shocked this kid, this poor kid. Like, from this point on, after this.
I'm sorry, it's just what my manager told us.
So...
She's at 30 seconds, she checked out. She was, like, dumbfounded. But let's take it a step further, because after she left this bakery, the cops did show up. Let's see what happened there.
That's it. So get back in the car, please.
I'm a free American. I will get out of the car if I want to.
Okay, no, right now you're being detained, okay? Because I'm stopping you for having your registration expired.
Knock yourself out.
It's just an infraction, so have a seat in the car.
Like I said, I have every right to get out.
If this was a black person, they would have already been on the floor in handcuffs. The fact that he gave her a lawful instruction, so she's already broken law. So this is them pulling. They call the police. They call up to her. She pops out of the car. Imagine that. Imagine you having the balls to pop out of the car and your registration is expired. So she can be detained. She can be cited. And I don't know the extent of the law that the state she's in. She could probably be arrested. And look at the bravado. And this fucking chump can't handle himself. But if this person was black or brown, I feel like he would be a lot more comfortable to brutalize them. I just want to see these people get their comeuppance. Does that make me a bad person?
Out of the car.
Stay in the car, please.
I've been driving from Richmond, and I'd like some fresh air.
The faster you get on with this, the faster you'll be on
Great.
your way,
Well,
okay?
you know what? I prefer to stand outside my car. Thank
Okay,
you.
do you have your ID on you?
I would love to help you with that, but it would go against my moral principles.
Okay, so if you don't identify yourself, then we're going to have a problem. Delegate 1750, party refuses to identify herself as well.
So, sir,
All right, ma'am.
I'm a peaceful person. I
Okay,
would
well-
never harm another peaceful person.
All right, well, let's step over here then, so we're not on the side of the road.
Sure. I actually wanted to go over, just pull into the Rotten Robbie, but I
1750.
followed your direction to pull over, so.
I'm
How are
good. So can you stay
How
there?
are you doing today?
I'm not doing too bad, but right now you're not really being cooperative with me, okay?
Well,
Like
the
I
thing
said,
is,
I'm just
I'm
stopping you for
doing
registration.
nothing wrong.
Your registration is expired as of March.
Well, that's what it says.
Okay, that's what it says on my system as well. This is
Well,
what I ran
that's
before I stopped it.
surprising, because my dues are all paid up, so that is surprising. I have valid registration and valid insurance, so
Okay, can you show that to me?
I don't have it. They haven't sent it to
Do
me.
you have your driver's license?
So, any insurance company she has that is at least in the 21st century has online insurance. Your registration can also be viewed digitally. With that statement alone, it also says in the penal code, I'm almost sure of this, that you have to have it on you. And if you don't, that is an infraction that you can then go to court and show, and the judge can then dictate if they want to hold it against you for not having it on you at the time of the crime.
I don't see why I need to show it to you.
Well, right now you need to identify yourself because you're being detained.
Well, would you like to show me your identification?
Sure, absolutely. I have no problem doing that.
Oh, okay. Great.
So, but I need you to show yours as well, okay?
No problem. I guess, but, I mean, the thing is,
Golden Gate 1750. I'm at the Rotten Robbie gas station.
do you want to clarify the threat of violence? Like, I'm not...
You're not violent or anything, but right now you're not
No,
being
but you want to
cooperative.
clarify your threat of violence.
Look at the
Yeah.
lengths that he's going to be, and maybe this is how cops really are. That's such a lie. I couldn't even keep a straight face of it. The lengths that they'll go to pacify people like her. Oh, it's disgusting.
So here's my identification.
Great.
I'm Officer Becerra with the California Highway Patrol.
Awesome.
Hey, I would have done that at the window had you not gotten out.
I know, but the thing is, what's wrong with me getting out and stretching my legs? I've been driving since Richmond.
That raises flags, it's officer safety thing, and we prefer you to stay in the car.
I'm not a typical person, obviously. From my bumper stickers, you can tell I'm not a typical person.
Okay, that's fine.
And I love that you're not wearing the face mask.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I have a friend who tries to do this whole movement called peaceful police.
Okay.
And it's about police, training police that
1750, I'm code 4.
when you were in
Code 4 means he needs
school,
backup.
you could learn how to use your discretion.
1750, I am at 101 at the off-ramp at Todd Road, right next to the Rotten Robbie's.
Your discretion. So obviously, I know you use it all the time. You know, you have the discretion to like pull people over or not, and all these things. And so basically,
She's a mad woman.
I'm here to represent. Like, we don't have to keep doing this. Like, basically,
She's being pulled over and she's saying that you don't have to do
like, the
this.
whole thing with COVID, asking us to mask. You know, like so you can get your groceries.
She's sitting here trying to indoctrinate. Like, it doesn't even register on her scale that she's actually being detained. She's trying to pitch him an elevator pitch about wearing mask and how we don't have to do this. She's trying to indoctrinate him. She's being pulled over for her registration being expired 3 months.
Totally illegal.
1750, that's still consent 22.
And
another big unit would be nice.
our whole law system is just broken right now.
Okay.
So for me personally, yeah, it's too bad they haven't sent me the sticker. But I'm at a point with the state of California and like our lawless state that, you know, I'm not terribly interested in complying. Now, I did pay all my dues, and I can tell you it cost a pretty penny because it was expired in March and they were overdue. But they did get their check, so it may say it's expired in your system.
She said she sent a check. This is the type of person we're dealing with. She lives in California. She sent a check. Like, I wish I could feel her. I wish I could, like, if the only thing that would make her useful is if you could fill a pothole with her or something like that.
System, but if you, I mean, I do have it's like I am up to date and I'm a couple $1,000s in debt because of it, but that's not really important. The important thing is I'm a very safe driver. I have deep respect for the roadway, for my fellow people and Californians, and
she has a deep respect for her fellow Californians in the roadway. She was caught in a bakery not wearing a mask literally 10 minutes ago. Like, they lie to themselves to make themselves feel better. But, like, what is the psychosis that allows them to say bullshit like this so freely?
You know, I've had to change my entire life over the last year and a half because I would not do this. As a Christian, I'm not veiling my face. That was required of me at my job. I had to leave my job, you know? It's like, I'm not going to do the mask. I'm not going to do the shot. So, again, we're in this lawless culture where I'm making sacrifices. I've paid my dues. I'm completely legally up to date. But even if I were not, you know, I would never harm another person on the roadway. And if I did, I would take full responsibility. So, you know, this is...
You have no job, you have no money, so how would you take full responsibility?
Of miles under my belt driving, and I'm actually on my way to John's driving school in Santa Rosa because I'm training to become a driver instructor. So I just want you to know that's why I'm out and about this Sunday morning. It's not just for a leisure drive. I'm on my way to work, and I'm in training, which...
She's such a liar because she literally went to go to that bakery prior to this. She's such a, like, you can see the psychopathy, right? The high-end psychopathy, the lying, the displacement, the pushing it against her. I'm not the trouble. You're the person. I'm actually on your side. Like, she's a manipulator, a master at it almost.
Which is really exciting. And the reason I can do that is I have a perfect record and, you know, passed my live scan and all that stuff. So, you know, this is like, I left a 20-year career at farmers markets and on a farm because of this whole hell of a year and a half. So, you know, my rights have been infringed. This is not free speech. So I already feel kind of like, you know, I'm already being bashed around, and I welcomed being pulled over because I want to practice this method. I want to sell you on the fact that we're free, you have discretion, and like there's no reason to pick on, like, obviously if I was like leaving, if I was driving and what all those things you can do, pull me over. If you got bad guys you want to go catch, I will stand behind you and help you, or like stand with you, whatever. But the point is, I'm not the bad guy, obviously. You know, yeah. I'm like a
She's
super responsible, trustworthy person. I work very hard, and I haven't been able to work for the past year and a half as much as I wanted to because of the whole situation.
Her face should be in the dirt by now.
Totally legal, and unfortunately, the sheriff and the police didn't necessarily always have my back. You know what I mean? Like, in a perfect world, we'd have constitutional sheriffs who would uphold my right to shop and like be free and like work for that matter. America's a little bit broken right now. But I'm happy to say that
people like her breaking
are turning a corner. But it's because people like me are like...
You want to know something that's also very interesting is because now all these mask mandates are gone, she has nothing to complain about. These mask mandates are all gone now, so she has nothing to complain about. So I'm very interested to see what her new grift is going to be. Like, what's the new thing she's going to be doing to get people to sympathize for her. Something that's interesting too, in the last video that we covered of her, in the last segment of the video, she claims, if you don't respect my First Amendments or something of that nature, you know what's after the first, the second, right?
And what comes after the 1A? What's the Second Amendment again? Yeah, that's what's coming. Looking forward.
She just made a threat. She just said, what comes after the first 1A? The Second Amendment. That's what's coming. A whole threat. I also want to talk about just how dirty her car is, because there's an ongoing thing with this chick, right? It's her cleanliness. So immediately when she opens up the car,
supermarkets and all that, and that's fine, you know. And to be frank, where I'm from,
let's pay attention to the cleanliness of this car.
I was living in the desert for the past 15 years.
Boom. Open bottles, containers,
and
tape holding up the backside of her door.
Past 15 years.
So we got junk, bottles, containers, just gross. Tape holding the dashboard, or not the dashboard, the frame of the mirror to the inner panels of the car.
And
your life is not that great for you to be out here doing this bullshit. You have to fix your life up before you can be this racist and bigot.
My Indio Police Department.
Dry leather. She don't polish this shit. That's some piece of food lodged in between the steering wheel column.
Did the most, like, they were the most teachable, whereas my sheriffs were like, whatever, you know.
She actually thinks she's in charge of teaching police officers how to do their job. She actually thinks like she's an authority on things.
And CHP has always been lovely, and I used to drive from Coachella to San Francisco on a regular basis, thousands and thousands of miles.
She has a mushable face.
So I'm just saying, like,
shut
my
up.
experience on the road.
She wants to
And
do yoga.
obviously, again, it's just this delusion of authority. You understand, like, by telling someone, like, you have to wear a mask, you have to sit in the car.
Okay,
I must be there. I don't have to do anything.
Alright, ma'am, I listen to everything you have to say.
I know, but, like, do you understand how insane that is?
Can you please listen to me?
I'm listening.
Okay, can you please have a seat?
Why?
I already told you, just sit down in your car and I'll be right back, okay?
I'm gonna do Uttanasana. I literally need a stretch. There's nothing wrong with doing yoga on a Sunday.
The only problem is that you're being to take...
I literally...
It's the toenails. Oh my god. The fingernails. Now we got the toenails. Ah! Oh no. 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 No, it's not just her fingernails, it's her toenails. You have no business being this racist when your toenails are that ugly. No. No. Oh, fuck. Damn, son. It's the mindlessness of it, right? This person sitting here being accused of a crime and having the goals to sit here and explain to the officer why that person is wrong or this person is wrong. Just shut the fuck up. Like, these people, them toes are haunting me. I can't think straight. I'm hungry. Hey, look, that's the Crazy Karen Corner. That's the end of the show. I appreciate all you guys coming back, tuning in. Oh, that is a long day. We gotta send a shout out to everybody.